IQ below 20. An IQ below 20 is classified as profound intellectual disability, representing the lowest end of the standard cognitive scale. At this level, traditional IQ testing is completely impossible, as standard tests require a baseline of language comprehension and motor control that individuals in this range do not possess. Communication is almost entirely nonverbal, relying on basic sounds or body language to convey fundamental needs like hunger or pain. Individuals require 24-hour, lifelong care and assistance with every single aspect of daily living, including feeding and mobility. Severe neurological damage or genetic conditions are almost always the underlying cause. The brain at this stage struggles to process sensory inputs into complex thoughts, operating purely on survival instincts and physical reflexes. IQ from 20 to 34. This range is categorized as severe intellectual disability. Individuals at this level can typically learn to speak a few basic words or phrases, allowing them to communicate simple desires, though complex conversation is completely out of reach. Motor development is heavily delayed, but with intensive support and endless repetition, some individuals can learn rudimentary self-care tasks, like brushing their teeth or eating with utensils. However, they remain entirely dependent on a structured environment and constant supervision throughout their lives. They struggle heavily with abstract concepts and have virtually no understanding of numbers or time. Academic learning is unachievable, so education focuses purely on basic survival and functional skills. IQ from 35 to 49. This represents moderate intellectual disability, a level where individuals can achieve a noticeable degree of independence in a highly supportive environment. Communication skills develop much more fully here, allowing for meaningful social interactions and simple daily conversations. Academically, progress usually caps out at a second-grade level, meaning they can recognize basic words and handle very simple counting, though advanced math or reading comprehension is impossible. With proper training, individuals in this range can perform routine, supervised work in structured jobs, such as stocking shelves. They can navigate familiar neighborhoods independently, but lack the critical thinking required to handle unexpected emergencies or complex financial choices. IQ from 50 to 69. This is classified as mild intellectual disability and makes up the vast majority of all intellectual disability cases worldwide. People in this range often look and blend in completely normally in casual settings. They can typically achieve academic skills equivalent to a sixth-grade level by late adolescence. They are fully capable of living independently or within semi-independent group homes, holding down full-time, repetitive jobs like retail or food service. Their language skills are well developed, allowing them to participate in normal social lives and maintain relationships. The challenges become apparent when they face abstract problem-solving, complex legal or financial management, and high-stress situations that cause cognitive overload. IQ from 70 to 79. Known as borderline intellectual functioning, this zone sits directly between an intellectual disability and low average intelligence. Individuals here do not qualify for special education or disability support, yet they consistently struggle to keep up with mainstream societal demands. They can successfully complete high school, though it usually requires immense effort and extra time. They can hold down standard jobs, manage their own households, and drive cars. However, their ability to think critically, grasp complex metaphors, or foresee the long-term consequences of their actions is limited. They tend to be highly literal thinkers, frequently struggling with complex bureaucracy, tax forms, or abstract corporate expectations. IQ from 80 to 89. This range is classified as low average intelligence and represents about 16% of the global population. Individuals here are perfectly capable of navigating daily modern life without any specialized assistance. They learn best through hands-on, practical experience rather than abstract theoretical textbooks. While earning a university degree is rare and exceptionally difficult for someone in this range, they excel in vocational trades, mechanical work, and administrative roles where concrete execution is valued over theoretical analysis. They can read, write, and manage finances completely independently. In social situations, they are fully competent, possessing normal emotional intelligence and foundational social awareness. IQ from 90 to 109. This is the absolute midpoint of human cognitive capability, encompassing roughly 50% of the entire human population. If you fall into this range, your brain is perfectly tuned to the way the modern world is built, because society is designed specifically by and for people of average intelligence. At this level, you can easily graduate high school and successfully complete a standard university degree with normal study habits. You possess a well-rounded balance of abstract reasoning, working memory, processing speed, and linguistic comprehension. You can easily adapt to changing workplace environments, learn new technologies, manage your long-term investments, and solve everyday problems logically without cognitive overload. IQ from 110 to 119. This range is known as high average or bright normal intelligence, accounting for about 16% of the population. Individuals here find academic environments highly comfortable and often excel in higher education without needing to push themselves to extreme limits. They're quick learners, capable of picking up complex professional skills, analyzing dense information, and drawing logical conclusions rapidly. This level is highly common among successful professionals, including managers, teachers, engineers, and corporate executives. They have a strong capacity for abstract thought, allowing them to see patterns, solve multi-step problems, and synthesize different ideas effectively to lead teams or projects. IQ from 120 to 129. This is classified as superior intelligence, a level achieved by only about 7% of the population. Individuals in this range are highly analytical thinkers who thrive on complexity, nuance, and intellectual challenges. They are typically top performers in demanding academic fields, easily earning advanced degrees like doctorates, medical degrees, or law degrees. They don't just consume information, they criticize it, analyze it, and look for systemic flaws. They excel at high-level strategy, programming, advanced mathematics, and creative problem-solving. In the workplace, they're often the innovators and technical experts who solve the problems that leave others completely stumped. IQ from 130 to 144. This is the official threshold for intellectual giftedness, reached by less than 2% of the world. At this point, cognitive processing is fundamentally different from the average population. The brain forms synaptic connections at an accelerated rate, allowing for hyper-fast processing speeds and an immense working memory. Gifted individuals can master entirely new languages, instruments, or academic disciplines in a fraction of the time it takes others. They possess an insatiable curiosity and a deep need for mental stimulation. However, being gifted comes with a psychological cost. They often experience intense existential anxiety, perfectionism, and a profound sense of isolation from the rest of the world. IQ from 145 to 159. This represents the highly gifted category, found in only about 1 in every 10,000 people. At this extreme level, traditional education systems completely fail to meet their needs, often leading to severe boredom or underachievement in childhood. Their brains process information with astonishing fluidity, seeing deep structural connections between completely unrelated fields of study. They don't just solve problems, they redefine the paradigms of how those problems are viewed. They can visualize hyper-complex systems, multidimensional structures, and intricate theoretical frameworks effortlessly in their mind's eye. Communication with the average person can become genuinely difficult. IQ of 160 and above. This is the realm of exceptional and profound giftedness, a level of intelligence so rare it occurs in less than 1 in every 100,000 people. This is the tier of historical figures like Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton. To a person with an IQ over 160, the regular world moves in slow motion. Their cognitive capacity is so immense that they can hold, manipulate, and rotate massive arrays of variables and theoretical concepts simultaneously within their conscious awareness. They perceive reality as a vast, interconnected web of mathematical laws. However, this extreme cognitive asymmetry makes finding true peers nearly impossible, often resulting in profound, lifelong isolation and mental exhaustion.